I've never argued with my children more in my life than when I had to actually be their teacher.
You know, it was so funny. You joked the other day that your daughter has turned into a demon during this whole time. I mean, what has it been like? Because I mean, you know,
She just walked past me. I don't know if you saw her growling because she, for the second time in the last 2 weeks, have dropped her phone and broke it in the pool. So she's been waiting patiently the 24-hour period for the insurance to drop it off, and it just came. So she didn't care that she just walked past both of us because she was like, and she just stood in front of me holding it like, are you gonna get off the phone and set up my phone? And I'm looking at her like, real, if you want real behind the scenes. Holding the brown box in my face right now, like, set my phone up now. Like, as if I dropped her phone, I should take the money too for the insurance. Like, yeah, she's just that age. She's like, she's gonna be a sophomore. She's vicious.
Is it so much harder parenting a teenager? I mean, did you have any idea of what it was going to be like?
No, like, this is my first, and I had her so young. So like, we're not that, I mean, we're like, you know, I had her at 25. So it's like, I was a young mom. I've always been a young mom. And it's like, now that she's older, I'm just like, oh my God, I forgot like how kind of like bitchy teenager girls can be, and like irrational, and like everything I say is wrong. And she's always like growling at me. I'm always like, you good? Is your face okay? It's like always making dirty looks.
Does she think that you're a cool mom though?
I mean, I think she's looking at me right now. I think she thinks I'm cool, but she hates to admit it because I'm like too cool. Yeah. So she hates to admit it. She's like, ugh. Like, her friends like my outfits all the time, and her friends will come over and like sit outside and they're like, we saw you on TikTok, it was so good. And I'm like, thanks. And she like rolls her eyes. I'm like,
I love that. Who's the tougher parent between you and Joe?
It's so funny. They're more scared of Joe, definitely, but I'm the tougher parent. Like, I'm the one that's like, move it, brush your teeth, let's go. You're not allowed, don't speak that way. But or Joe's kind of just like, okay. But if Joe gets mad, it's on. Like, so they're definitely more like scared of him, but I'm definitely the one that like lays down the law all day. Yeah. So they hate me. It's fine. Good cop, bad cop. I'm always the bad cop.
What was homeschooling like for you? I mean, you know, everybody I've talked to said that it's been so hard.
So hard. It's like they don't want to listen to you. You're their mother, and they're like, my teacher said, and she doesn't do it like this, and then logging on to the online classes, and whose computer's failing, and who's shutting the computer, and like, I'll do it later. I'm like, no, you got to do it. I've never argued with my children more in my life than when I had to actually be their teacher. And the funny part is, before I was a Real Housewives of New Jersey, I have a BA in elementary education. I am a teacher. Oh, I mean, yeah. And I was like, this is crazy. This is so hard. I can't do this. Like, the math was gibberish to me, like literal gibberish. I'm like, is this in another language? I don't even know. Yeah. It was horrific. It was actually comical. It really was. It was comical.
Are they going back in the fall? Do you have any idea yet, or is it like?
I mean, in the name of the Father, I hope so, for real.